Hi my friends, foreigners, and any native English speakers that might be watching my video right now. I'm Robbie, and I'm back with another English idiomatic expression. And please forgive me for being away a few days. It's just that I wasn't well, I was under the weather, as they say, which is a typical English idiom. You can't actually understand what it means unless you know that it means that someone is sick, under the weather, I'm not really sure how the weather word comes into the play, come into play means to be involved, and it's another idiomatic expression. You see, I'm talking all idioms, it just goes to show how relevant idioms are for us foreigners and natives alike, but especially for us foreigners, because if we want to sound fluent, we have to learn a bunch of expressions, phrases, and just stick them into our conversations, stick them together, and that's how fluent English speech forms, Anyway, today's idiom, or rather idiomatic expression, if you wonder what's the difference between idiom and idiomatic expression, then here's a very simple explanation. Under the weather is an idiom. You can't understand its meaning unless you know what it means, right? And that makes it an idiom. An idiomatic expression is a phrase which is easily understandable. It's just that native speakers say this or that particular thing in a certain way. And it's our expression today, actually, that I just used, this or that particular thing, and the word thing can be actually replaced with anything, In this case, if I'm not mistaken, I said this or that particular phrase. Didn't I say that? Maybe I didn't, but anyway, you can replace the word thing, whatever your context demands, whatever is the subject of your conversation, you can use this or that particular, and then followed by the word of your choice, And why would you use this expression, this or that particular? It's just to sound a bit smarter, You just make your sentence a bit longer, and instead of saying this particular thing, you can say this or that, thereby indicating that it can be anything, This or that particular thing means literally either this or that, or probably there are even more options, the third and fourth and fifth thing or item or whatever it is, And it's a general way of referring to just about anything that you might be choosing, You can choose this or that particular thing, meaning anything. And here's a typical example. I would use this phrase when talking about words, I would say, and then you can use this or that particular English word, and then followed by the rest of the sentence, but let's look at this example. You can use this or that particular English word. You can take this or that part out, and you would be left with, you can use this particular word, but it doesn't actually carry the same meaning, because this particular word, you're kind of referring to a particular word, to one word and one word only, So to indicate that you can use just about any word or any of the available options, you can stick the that part, that word into the expression, and then you get this or that particular word, item, whatever it is, And let me think of another example. Say, for instance, you're working in a factory, and you're getting many orders a day to be gotten up, and sent out to the customers. And then you're given instructions to someone, how to take care of the orders, how they have to be packed, and so on and so forth. And then you can tell them, listen, first of all, you make sure that you have your equipment checked on a daily basis, and your machinery has to be checked also. And then you take this or that particular order, whichever is given to you, stick it onto your board, and off you go, drive into the aisle and start packing boxes, not packing, but picking boxes, you know. And by the way, it was my job that I used to do years ago, you know. That's why I probably chose an example like this, you know, giving the option of picking just about anything off the top of my head. I just used an example of a warehouse job, you know, and it's not surprising given my experience in the field, you know, which I'm not particularly proud of, you know. What's a warehouse employee anyway? But I'm not ashamed of it either, you know. Job is a job is a job, which is another English idiomatic expression meaning that your job is your job and it has to be done, and it's fine, you know. Anyone has some job, and even if you're a low-paid employee with little or no qualifications, still your job matters because someone has to do it, you know. And yeah, that's that, my friends. You can basically use the phrase this or that particular to refer not just to one particular thing, but to kind of to imply that you can choose among many available things, you know. So thanks for watching this video, and see you soon again with another English idiomatic expression. Bye!